Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of 10 Dead Rats.
That's us.
That
Yay!
is indeed.
Yeah, different sort of delivery that time.
Listen,
This
if
is
you
your-
don't know
you-
you can do the delivery.
Oh,
The rest of
man.
the
Take
show.
the step.
Oh. It wouldn't be 10 Dead Rats with a little bickering
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Christian's intro line.
That's quite true, actually.
Yeah.
It's your weekly dose of Warhammer Fantasy and D&D and arguments about Christian mashup.
That's my favorite part.
Welcome, everybody. Yeah, excellent. Looks like we are up and online. Everybody can see us. We are live on the internet. Amazing! Thank you, everybody. Thank you. So, I don't think I have anything exciting to announce for everyone at this point, at this juncture. So I see no reason not to jump straight in to tonight's exciting adventure.
And they just keep coming from off
back.
screen.
Welcome back, everyone. Great timing.
Yeah.
All right. Last time on 10 Dead Rats, the group
what happened last time?
interrogated Edgar Frank, professor, philosophy professor, perhaps, also High Master of the Dark Arts for the Red Crown.
Also a cuttlefish.
Also his head turned into a
cuttlefish.
cuttlefish, exploded off the top of his head and attacked the party brutally. And possibly a piece of him escaped out the window as the
I shot
party
that
fended
piece.
him off. That's
did a great
right.
job.
That's right. Indigo shot the invading piece. That's true, as well as Count Orlock.
We deserved it. That was a long time coming.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
What a,
Oh dear. Excellent. What else? Bruno wounded Indigo, trying to heal him, which is very exciting.
One slip up in a decade of a successful career, you know?
There was much debate as to what to do next, and we ended with Bruno and Yeffy heading out for the evening for a night on the town with Count Orlock.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
That always goes well. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. So, let's pick up the next morning, shall we? Next morning, in the fine city of Nuln. Dawn rises in the fine city of Nuln, and by this time, news has reached the town of the demise of Emperor Karl Franz. There's much debate in the streets about what this means for the Empire and where exactly Nuln's alliances lie. It seems that there are a couple dividing lines forming across the Empire. The provinces seem to be politically aligning themselves either with Talabekheim or Ostland in the great debate there. Which seems a little mired, honestly, in rumor and conjecture. For those paying attention, actually seems to have started with a minor border scuffle, but has escalated into a much more major conflict with various provinces allying themselves on either side. We also have a great theological debate between the cult of Sigmar and the cult of Ulrich. Some members of the cult of Ulrich, specifically the Sons of Ulrich, claiming that the very legend of Sigmar is in fact a heresy. And it's referred to as the Sigmarite heresy. That Sigmar was even deific in any way. And obviously, the cult of Sigmar quite objects to that notion. So there's a little bit of a divide going on there as well. And a lot of conflicts erupting. There's no outright fighting happening in the streets of Nuln just yet. It's mostly debate. It seems that the fine citizens of Nuln see Altdorf as a kind of faraway place, and the debate is more theoretical at this point. But a lot of people are very very keen on knowing, want to know what might become of Nuln and what will become of the Empire in general. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. Morning arises, and you drag yourselves out of bed, perhaps, or come walk of shaming back into the tavern.
Oh man, got one of Orlock's eye patches around my chest. You know?
It's like good luck.
It's Bruno's nipple patch. Excellent.
Oh my gosh.
That is a funny joke. If I had an eye patch, I would make that. And I knew someone with a chest that small. Fun joke. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. And the day is yours to do as you will. Maybe let's go around since we missed a week. And we were just discussing this offline anyway. Let's go around and discuss and remind ourselves what our personal objectives are, as well as the party objective. I believe the party objective is still find the location of Galmaraz. Is that right?
Yes.
The infamous Hammer of Sigmar. Excellent. Indigo, what is your personal objective?
Yeah, so Indigo currently doesn't have a personal objective, having recently completed his and achieving level 6.
Congratulations.
Exciting, which I will lord over everybody. But I think right now Indigo is very focused on the party objective. So yeah, he doesn't have his own ambition right now. Just very much wants to get this whole heir to Sigmar business finished and put away, and people stop talking about how Indigo's going to be the emperor. And he doesn't want
hoping for some out.
Yeah,
hoping for some reasonable out. Okay.
Yep. Desperate for an out. That's Indigo.
Yep. Okay. How about you, Yeffy?
I have a new one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very excited about. Replace Count Orlock in the vampiric hierarchy.
Excellent. The student shall become the master. Orlock has proven himself somewhat incompetent. It's not an unreasonable thought. And I believe also there's been some evidence, Yeffy, that perhaps he's not actually directly responsible for converting you to vampirism.
Correct.
So yeah, interesting. Bruno, what is your personal ambition?
Bruno also interested in the group ambition, so my personal ambition is figure out who bit me, for sure. No conjecture, dental record, fang to leg match. Who did the bite?
Excellent. Going from barber surgeon to barber surgeon dentist. And Mina, what's your personal objective at the moment?
If Indigo's semi-personal objective is don't become emperor, Mina's semi-personal objective is don't become a vampire.
That's what we succeed at every day.
Winning every day. So I think it's similarly like very much like let's find the hammer and make Indigo emperor and then leave.
Excellent. Very good.
So here
we
two
join
rocky ones and two solid ones.
Yeah, personal objectives that declare a negative are a little hard to enforce, but we'll do our best. Okay, so we join our group around the breakfast table at the inn at Nuln.
Bruno immediately lays his head down on the table and falls asleep.
Great. So we're all ready to take this perilous journey. Yeah?
Yeah. Yep.
What?
All four of us equally ready?
Oh, man, is that today?
We're going to the edge of the world here.
What?
Buddy, did you forget?
What?
No, didn't forget.
Gonna get the
Yep.
and then make Indigo
Yeah,
No, I mean, we're
yeah,
gonna find the
got it.
hammer, and then, we're gonna see whatever happens after that, I guess.
Oh, we have to become Indigo's crack team of Imperial advisors. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll take Treasury or Foreign Affairs.
Is there a
Yeah.
ambassador
Probably a magic
option?
one.
Like a magic ambassador who's mostly not there.
Trying to get to Bretonia where it's
I
so
don't
nice
know.
to find
Whoever's
here,
gonna be
huh?
emperor will definitely have to figure those things out. Those are very important empirical
Yeah, you
questions.
should start thinking about it now. It's important to figure it
No,
out.
I don't think that'll ever come up.
It's looking like it's you or Vostermeyer at this point. So
Yeah,
for you.
we'll see. We'll see what happens.
we haven't met him. Maybe he's not so bad.
Oh my
He's
God.
part of a cult that's tried to kill us a couple times.
He
That
ever
That's
sees
is
rat
a pretty big negative. It is unfortunate that, as far as I can remember, both of the most recent 2 emperors were horribly murdered. One of them by us, so that's not a great
He wasn't
sign.
emperor yet.
He was about
Yeah,
to be. I mean,
He
you
got
know.
the no vote. He got the no vote.
He got
That's true. It was just the one no. It stood at a majority when we brutally murdered him, so...
He
Yeah.
also turned into a
I'm-
monster.
Yeah, and Indigo won't turn into a monster, which is a huge point in his favor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
not a mutant, not a monster of any kind. Just
Yeah.
plain old Indigo.
Not yet, anyway. So...
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Just not hard stop.
Right, not. Yep. Hey,
Cool.
Yeffy, do you mind just kind of opening your mouth real wide for 1 second? I'm just going to take some measurements here.
Hey, what?
Wait. Nothing, thank you. Teeth are looking great. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You want to see something really cool I could do with my teeth?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe
okay.
later.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
yeah. So we've got a map, right, the mission, the hammer, Indigo, Emperor, we're all set for life.
Should we... I'm sure that comes with money. Should we go to the church, maybe? Indigo can talk to Sigmar and get some advice on the way out?
Some directions, maybe a brochure.
Yeah, that would
we
be
have
good.
the direction.
We do have the directions. It's just there's kind
Nobody
of
we
this
need.
vampire
Yeah,
hunter
maybe
at the church, so...
Oh,
Perhaps you,
right.
you,
That guy's
you
nice. Okay.
one of you, perhaps Indigo, I believe, maybe has this map on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Great map.
It's a pretty
That's
good
nice.
map. I mean,
Yeah, look at all those landmarks. That's good. Yeah.
now we just have to find wherever handout 4 is on the...
Yeah. Border bandits. Bonder bandits? Is that an R or an N? Bonder?
Bonder.
Border?
Border.
Yeah, they're Bonder bandits.
Bandits? I don't know. I've never seen an N have a swirly. Okay, whatever.
Alright, so I'm
You're
looking at
fancy.
Blackfire Pass on the other map,
Uh-huh.
and, you know, it seems like a straight shot here.
Yeah.
Yes,
we
by-
just have to
by
go
that
down
end.
the river.
Do we need horses or
Oh,
something?
no. Not by the end.
Oxleben.
There's a river fork on that map, right? I don't know where the
Yeah.
spoon or the knife went, but there's
That's
a
gotta be
fork.
Hoxleben.
Hockley.
Yeah, it's got to be Hochleben, and then we go
Hochleben.
through the Blackfire Pass, and before we get to the other side, we got to find standing stones, so we go off, and then we find the shrine, and then I guess it'll just be sitting there.
Just the hat.
Right.
Just there, okay. Okay.
Well, we'll get to the shrine, and then
Calvary.
you'll talk to Sigmar at the shrine. Should we bring something? Like a gift?
For Sigmar?
Sigmar? Is that a
I don't
thing?
think Sigmar
Do
will
that?
be there. He's dead.
Oh,
No,
no,
he's-
I
well,
know, but someone talked to you earlier. That was presumably Sigmar.
Oh. Well, yeah, but I imagine Sigmar, the god, can just talk to you whenever you want. Whenever he wants.
It'd be great of him to just tell us the exact location of the hammer.
Yeah, you want to ask? You want to pray? Pray? Teach you a prayer?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I suppose, but I feel like we got pretty good info on it.
So
Right?
it's
No Okay.
so it looks like it's like halfway through the Blackfire Pass, I guess.
Yes. No, because we have to go towards World's Edge Mountain, so it might be like... I can't 100% tell.
Maybe it is
You
on
know
the
what?
other
We'll probably
side.
figure it out when we get there. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Is that where the dwarves are? In that word? Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
And our
Yes.
Kazalid is a known stronghold of dwarves, indeed.
Yeah. Aren't
Have
those
we
the ones you're
considered-
supposed to like unite and bring in with you or something like that? That was what the glowy light said that one time.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe we should bring a
Yeah.
gift for them. What do dwarves like?
Stew.
Okay.
And beer.
Halflings.
Yeah.
I mean,
Crazy.
we could give them the keys. Dwarves like
Ooh.
Oh,
Gizmos,
Dagmar's
right?
ball. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, we
we're
can
not
return
using
those.
those anymore.
Oh yeah,
That's a
we're
great
not
gift.
using those, so the dwarves would totally like those back. I mean, again, they would like to see them.
Yeah. I mean, they've been lost forever, right? So
They
Oh,
sure
yeah.
have.
all of them.
Are all three
Yeah, we found them.
accounted for right now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got more.
You've got one. And
think I
who
had
else has
one.
got one?
And then Yeffy had two, right?
And you
Yeah.
have two. Oh, okay, phew, okay. Okay, just making sure one of them
What?
hasn't also, again, become lost.
No, we're good. We have all of them.
Great,
Great,
okay,
we're good.
okay.
Um,
Alright,
Can we... Yeah, this is going to be super easy, no problems. Should we ask Count Orlock to take his creepy hearse to that place directly?
oh,
Our place?
it would be a lot
Good.
faster.
We could also just get a boat and not
That
go
would be a
through.
lot slower.
Yeah. I don't
It's not,
mean
I
to
don't
say...
want to peek, but
I don't know if he
really
can.
cool printout.
I don't know if he can use that again. I think it was like a one-time trip. I don't know if he can call it up.
is it...
Like I think maybe they just dropped him off.
oh.
Hey, I don't know. You can interrupt his slumber and ask him.
Wouldn't we have
That
to then
wasn't super
tell
fun the last
Orlock
What?
that about what we're doing?
Yeah, let's
No.
not
No.
do
What
that.
else plan?
No, we don't have to tell him what we're
Okay.
doing. Just say, hey, we need to go here now. There's some Red Crown stuff there. We think we saw the professor's armpit go that way. And he'll be like, oh my god. I'll be like, there's also an orgy at a
Good
dwarven
impression.
keep. And he'll be like, oh my god. And then he'll go and he'll just be like, we could use my carriage sticks. And then that's it. They would be on our way.
What was that last part?
Carriage sticks? Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe Yeffy could go ask him, and if you could measure his teeth while you're up there, that would also be
Yeah.
excellent.
Yeah. Nah. I
Just
don't get that
take,
close.
have him.
That's-
Here's a piece of. I've got this piece of cedar. Just have him kind of. Yeah, just munch on the front of it.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Tell him it's the next
Great.
thing.
Put that in my pocket.
Not with me, but it's just
Okay. Hold on. I'll be back. All right. I'm going to go up to Orlock's room. Pound, pound, pound.
Okay.
Orlock!
So it's let's see. What's going on with Orlock?
What isn't going on with Orlock?
Yeah.
You hear a just a muffled grunt from the other side. It is not any audible word. But just a...
Bart, open the door, Bart.
It does not open.
Can I try it?
Damn it.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me your... Yeah.
Okay.
Just sleight of hand.
Woohoo! It was a natural
Roll.
20.
Nice.
Easily.
This is the second
Easily
time
pick
you
the lock. No problem.
picked Orlock's door.
Oh, he didn't lock it. Wow. It's busted from last time. Orlock, Bartholomew, what are you doing? Are you still tied up?
You see that the room, as before, all the furniture is pushed up against one wall. Center of the room is just a big coffin right in the middle of the room. As you walk in, you can see that the lid of the coffin kind of rustles and moves a little bit, and you hear a "I'm busy."
Sleeping? No,
Yes.
we gotta go. No, you're not sleeping because you're talking to me.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Oh,
my
God.
gosh, your lies are so easy to detect. Oh. All right, it's time we gotta go. We gotta get out of here because we have stuff we gotta do. There's a big old party happening with some dwarves up in the mountains, and we gotta get going because there's important business up there.
I'm quite busy. Busy. And you hear another voice from inside. Yes, he's busy. Come back later.
Oh, dear God.
Just set the coffin on fire. We don't need it.
Uh-huh. Well, so come back in 3 minutes. Is that
That's your factory period.
or do you need the full 5?
We're just doing a quick episode of coupling upstairs here.
Yeah, right?
The coffin lid finally swings open, and you see Orlock coming, kind of lurching out. His eye patch is kind of askew. It's sort of like up over here. He's adjusting his pants. And you can see that there is a young halfling lady in the coffin with him. He kind of steps up, kind of like tries to interpose himself between you, Yeffy, and whoever's in this. She's a doctor. I was looking at my wound. I was shot. You know.
Yeah, I've heard that story. I've used it several times.
What do you want?
We gotta go to the edge of the world, and you gotta pull up that black coffin, and we're gonna go carriage thing with the demon horses. Why? I explained to you why.
I'm. What?
Because there's more conspiracy theory stuff going on with the Red Crown there than we think, and there is of course a really hopping place with dwarves. You may have heard of it. But they're going to have a really big party there, and we don't really want to miss out on it, so we're going to get going.
Oh?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Party.
Down in 5 minutes.
5 minutes, that's right.
I'll be down.
Okay. I see what this is. All right, I see what this is. This is just a competition now. Okay, got it.
You can beat 5 minutes, Yeffy.
Do you just wait, Yeffy? Do you head back down to the... You just wait? Excellent. There's some disturbing coffin rustling. And eventually Orlock says, all right, fine. Let's go. Damn it.
Great.
He stalks. He puts on his glasses, opens the door, and immediately withdraws and slams the door shut again as a little bit of sunlight comes streaming in. And damn it! And you see that his glasses are all cracked and broken. Damn! I can't.
Oh.
This isn't working.
Do you have another eye patch?
What? No. The eye patch is just dashing. It's not magic.
Yeah. I mean, but maybe you don't need the eye patch anymore, seeing how like you've moved on to this halfling lady, I guess.
Wow.
The point is, I can't go out there where the bloody sun is shining.
Well, shit.
So then, how do we get the carriage then? Because we could just get you into a coffin and get you into the carriage.
Yes, you'll have to carry my carriage down. My coffin. Carry my coffin to my carriage. Yes. Yes, that is what you must do.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You need to know how to summon that.
Yes.
Well, I'll show you.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let me see.
He reaches into his pants.
No.
He pulls out a small silver whistle. And
Phew.
he hands it to you. He says, "Blow upon this." And you will summon them.
Oh.
You will just summon the carriage, but don't do it in here. Obviously, do it outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because wherever I am, that's where it's going to come.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
It'd be easier if you summoned it inside, because less travel.
All right, and don't forget my bloody coffin. And he climbs back into his coffin.
Okay. I come back downstairs.
Yeah.
What? You'll be what?
I'll be
Like
here
5 more
waiting.
minutes? Okay. Yes, you will. I go back downstairs.
That was a long 5
right.
minutes.
Yeah, it really was. It was probably could have been shorter than that, but it wasn't. I got the whistle that summons the carriage.
Oh, great. And we didn't even need Orlock.
Well,
Awesome, let's go.
We were gonna like put him in the carriage with his coffin. We could leave him. I don't know how to ride the carriage or tell it where it's going. Is the problem? I don't know if we just tell the driver. I don't know if I just blow this, it'll work.
Well, let's try and then find out. And if we have to, we can grab Orlock.
Right. So it's going to look slightly odd if 4 of us are carrying a coffin downstairs.
What if?
Unless that coffin.
Oh, yeah. What if it were twice as large?
1.5.
Then would Orlock be twice as large? I don't want to do that.
All right. I agree. Let's try blowing the whistle and see what happens.
I'm actually on board with the coffin thing now that we can make it invisible. So
So are you headed outside to blow the whistle?
Yep.
Okay. So you exit the inn. It's still kind of mid-morning. You take out the whistle and you blow upon it. Nothing seems to happen. It doesn't make any noise whatsoever. And you look at it like for a moment, like what the hell's wrong? And then suddenly, trotting around the corner comes the giant black coach pulled by 2 massive black steeds. And Yeffy and Bruno,
is convenient.
You can both tell that there's something not right about its appearance, about the steeds themselves. But Yeffy and Bruno, when you look a little too closely at the horses, you can see that the flesh hangs a bit gauntly, that the eyes have a reddish glare to them, that they almost look like weird like puppets of horses rather than real horses. To Mina and Indigo, they look more or less like normal horses, but again, there's just something off.
Ooh, the horses look worse than the last time we took this.
They look beautiful. They're fine.
Worse for the wear. All right.
They look good to me. Pretty good horses. Strong.
Excuse me, horses. Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna go to the driver.
Go.
But you know, you go to talk to the horses. That's fine. You're probably in charge.
And the horse is an apple.
Okay, but where am I telling the writer to go? Should I point to where we want to go on the map, or should we just go to the Dwarven city?
Is there a
The
drive?
Dwarven city, right?
Well, that's
So
overshooting
looking-
it. I think we should go to the
looking up at the coach, you can see indeed sitting on a little wooden ledge at the front side of the coach, holding the reins to the horses. There's a small, shriveled, cloaked form. Perhaps the sight of the coach itself or the horses was distracting at first, or perhaps it's just that it's so small. Is like your immediate question is that a halfling that's up there or a child? But it's black cloaked and it has a huge cowl that hangs low over its face. So in fact, you can't even see its face, and it just kind of grips the reins and just kind of sits there hunched quietly, just holding on the reins, not moving, not really responding much at all to anything around it.
It's normal.
Hello. Hi.
Does not respond.
We'd like to take the carriage, please.
So, where are we going? I thought we were going to Hoxlaven.
Yeah.
Mina, roll me a willpower test, please.
We're going to where?
Oh, good. Oh, great.
Hoxlaven to get to
That's an 11.
Blackfire Pass.
The cloaked head just kind of swivels slightly in your direction, Mina, and you'd swear you catch a little glimpse of its lower chin, which looks to you just like raw, bleached white bone. And you hear a slight hiss or emanation of breath, just and you just have an immediate shiver run straight down your spine.
Oh, I think he's dead.
Yeah, that's halflings.
Yeah.
Long night, eh, buddy? Yeah, all right.
Okay, so, Coachman, can we go to Hopslaven? Can you take us there?
Only a willpower test.
Say it again.
Oh, man.
Say
I
it
don't
again.
know.
Oh,
I
that's
don't know
not
what
a good
happens if
one.
we mispronounce it.
Oh, that's I rolled a 1. So that's a negative 1. That's like a that's a negative 1.
Excellent. It's a -1.
Looks like it won't be hard to finish up this game because it's over right now.
You become the driver. It's your new job.
Yeah, I'll take your stick for you. Whee!
You reach towards it and it turns its head and it pulls and it is holding some kind of short staff that you like reach to take it and you realize as it withdraws it that it's not just a staff, that it's a small scythe, and then it jerks it back and the cold metal of the scythe brushes against your hand and it doesn't cut you but it freezes and you feel this icy cold rush across your hand and you will take a wound of damage, Yeffy.
Ow!
And you just feel this absolute power of evil incarnate here in front of you, just completely shrug off your request, and you just feel like you really feel like you're on the verge of it. Like you had this moment, this feeling like it was just gonna jump out at you and just consume your soul. But then it leans back into its position and holds the reins steady.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, the residents of Nuln are moving about, walking about, and no one seems to look twice at the coach. No one seems to look twice in your direction, as if everything seems perfectly normal.
We should
Maybe we should ask Orlock. Yeah, yep.
Let's make Orlock deal with this. Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Okay.
All right, plan B. Do you guys want to put like a table on the coffin, and
let's just put a table sheet over it.
You can pretend you're
feel
carrying
like
a table.
We're carrying
You could do that even if it wasn't invisible.
into a hearse.
If we're putting something over it, why would we need to turn it invisible? That would accomplish nothing. Damn it, Mina!
It's only from upstairs to downstairs. They're never gonna see us again. We'll just grab the coffin, bring it down, put it in the hearse, and we'll go.
All right.
Right? And then if we get stopped, we'll tell him it was our uncle and we're taking him to his final resting spot. And pick a place.
The cemetery, yeah.
Yeah, in the cemetery.
Yeah, we can tell him it's full of Narop and we've got it for a drug dealer.
Or that. That's probably closer to the truth.
Jeez. Man, that would have been nice.
Oh my god.
Right, let's go grab him.
Okay. All right.
So the four of you go back upstairs into Orlock's room, which he easily opens. No problems there. She's well acquainted with that lock, or it was still unlocked from the previous time, probably. And pallbearer, you lift up the coffin and march it down the stairs and out of the inn.
Really challenging because we're all very different heights.
Yeah. You kind of have to arrange yourself just so. You got to get Indigo in the back, and Yeffy and Bruno in the front, and it kind of has this weird.
Yeah. Maybe it's trying to be catty corner from Indigo, so she can pretend not to really be holding it, put all of the weight on Indigo, so it's really not doing. Indigo is 100% holding this coffin. Is what I'm saying.
You hear a few muffled moans from within the coffin as you carry it down the stairs. As it kind of bumps and prods. You're not sure if they're pain or pleasure. You probably don't want to know. You bring the coffin outside and open up the rear doors of the coach, and you kind of again see that there are several coffins already stacked in the back of the coach. You realize as you look in that the interior of the coach seems larger than it should be from the outside looking in. That actually shouldn't fit. This many coffins shouldn't fit in the back of this coach. That's odd. But you push that from your minds, and you haul Orlock's coffin into the coach itself. Does everybody pile into the coach with the coffin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent.
Didn't get in a coffin.
Indigo, you pull the door shut.
Yeah, I make sure to punch some holes in the coffin before I get into it.
Yeah, I get in my pre-slashed coffin last time.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Wait, y'all
Righty.
punch. Okay. All right.
Bruno, you coming with me?
Yeah. Yep. In we go. Yep. Just more space vision this way.
No noises from that coffin either, please.
Okay, I don't really like that driver. He freaks me the hell out.
Yeah, what was with that guy?
I don't know.
Wait, we have to get Orlock. We forgot to ask Orlock to tell the driver where we're going.
Damn it. All right, I'll pop out and I'll knock on Orlock's coffin. Bart!
You knock on his coffin. Are we in the coach?
Yeah. As you tell me, just moves you.
Lid pushes open. You can see Orlock very tentatively poking his head out. And he climbs out. Oh, my dear! He lifts the halfling lady out of the coffin and walks over to the door. You must go now. It's been a pleasure. And he kind of pushes her towards the door, and he quickly scampers back into his coffin. She looks a little bewildered, and then kind of makes her way out the doors. And you hear there's a tense moment, and Orlock, is she gone? Are the doors closed?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll close them. Bye.
Well, where are we going?
Indigo, can you say the name of the place again?
Hochschleben. Hochschleben. Yeah.
Orlock takes his walking stick, raps on the ceiling of the coffin, and he says, Hochschleben! And the coffin immediately starts to rattle and move and start making its way down the street.
Much nicer than trying to interact with that guy face to face.
Yeah, right? I need to get a stick, evidently. That's what I had.
I wouldn't talk to the wraith face to face. All right, in we get. And he climbs back into his coffin.
I could get back in my coffin.
Great. Into the coffin.
Right.
Like a trick for looking at the stuff while we pass by? Is there some kind of trick to it? Be really fast.
Don't do it.
Yeah. That's
like
a good
a little look. Something.
Oh yes, be dead.
You can look if you're dead.
Oh yes.
Can you
We'll
look?
get to that soon enough.
Yeffy, can you look?
Yeffy's not dead.
I'm busy. I'm busy right now.
Gross, guys.
At this point, I assume you're basically shouting to each other from within the coffin.
Yeah, through the coffin.
As you feel the rattle of the black coach shake and move and lift, and you feel that kind of weightless sensation for a moment again, and the strange rocking and the odd. You can see little bits of sparkling light peeking through the curtains, the closed curtains of the interior of the coach. Mina, are you trying to take a peek again?
His eyes.
Of course I
firmly
am.
shut.
That's why I asked.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Take the coach. I would absolutely like to look.
Mina, give me a willpower test.
If possible, I'd like to. Well, I'm probably not going to be capable of doing literally anything. But try and just determine what kind of magic this is at all.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's an 18. That's not bad at all.
Excellent.
That's pretty good. Only lose 2 of my figures this time.
As you pull back the curtain and press your face to it to briefly look outside, you get a view of the landscape. It is strange and unnatural. Everything is like a strange twilight kind of color. You can see unfamiliar terrain rolling by, odd rivers that seem to be made out of moonlight. People marching slowly, a large boat pulled across a river by another large cloaked figure with a gaunt skeletal face. And all the imagery that you see, Mina, immediately strikes you as things you've seen in religious texts that talk about Mor's realm and the underworld and basically where you go when you die. You know that Mor, the god of death, oversees souls as they move from the real world into his realm and into his care. And you feel like you're watching the movement of the dead as they progress from the land of the living into the land of the dead. And you then feel you're watching it, and then you start to lose sight of it as your breath quickly fogs the glass of the window because you realize that it is icy cold and that you're shivering and ice is starting to form along the lines of the curtain. And finally, you just can't take the cold anymore, and you retreat back into the warmth of the coffin.
Worth it.
Yeah, it feels like a rare sight for something that perhaps the living eyes were not meant to see. Eventually, the coffin, the couch. I keep calling the coach the coffin. That's backwards. The coach eventually comes to rest, and there's a final rattle, and the sensation of movement stops, and you can hear outside a gentle rustle of wind, and then some honking geese, and you realize you must be wherever you started or wherever you're hoping to get to.
Oh, good. Geese.
Great. I will get out quickly.
As you climb out of the coffins, the three of you, Indigo, Yeffy, and Bruno, notice Mina's face looks a little more gaunt. There's a streak of gray across her temple. She looks older.
Looking good, Mina.
Hey guys. Oh, thanks. I didn't do anything that time.
Yeah,
Yep. Didn't breach the laws of life and death again, huh? Definitely not.
Didn't obviously peak.
Nope.
Definitely not.
Learn my lesson.
Well, you enjoy your unholy secrets.
Yeah.
They were pretty cool. I will. Thank you.
All right. Well, we once again teleported.
Well, we didn't teleport.
No,
I don't
want to know
know.
any of the details.
No.
Yep.
No, don't tell me anything, please, Mina. I'm gonna get out of this horrible carriage and hopefully never climb back in again. Oh boy!
Indigo, as you emerge from the back of the carriage, you are presented with what appears to be a small backwater town. It doesn't look like that many people could possibly live here. There is, it's very rural. There's someone herding a little flock of geese down the road. You can see fields just not very distant, growing corn. You can see some people kind of idling about. It appears 2 large buildings in the center of town here, right where the coaches come to rest. One is clearly an inn of some type. It doesn't even have a name written on it. It's just got a big picture of a bubbling stew pot. And across from it is a large stone temple of Sigmar.
Huh.
Great.
I will head to the inn.
Excellent.
Oh, we want to stop. Okay.
Why are we stopping?
Yeah, it seems like not much time has passed at all. It seems like it's still late morning.
You want to really freak these people out by telling them the Emperor's dead, or?
No. If we stop
Yeah.
anywhere, we should stop at the temple.
Well, I don't think the Temple of Sigmar has coffee, so...
Oh. Yeah, I could do some hot
No.
cocoa. Like a little cold. My joints hurt a little bit. It's not weird.
Not for someone your age.
I'm not that old.
Oh man.
That's fine.
Oh. Yeah. All right. Well, here's the last of the Bloody Mary mix I made, Yeffy. So
Yeah.
savor this one. It could literally be the last.
Why? Why is the why can't you make more? Why can't you just make more?
Because I'm not really sure how the rules work exactly yet. Oh, hey, did you make Orlock bite on that piece of wood?
Oh, I totally forgot.
All right, fine. I'm going to pop open Orlock's coffin and try to measure his teeth while he sleeps here. Delicately.
Okay. You climb back into the coach. You lift the lid of Orlock's coffin, and indeed, he looks like he's peacefully sleeping. Give me an agility test, Bruno.
Nice. Should have thought of a better way to mess with him while I was here too. 13.
Okay, you're able quickly to, whatever you tell me. What exactly do you do? You managed to not wake him up.
That's a good question, actually. Oh, I have a cigarette case, so I take one of the cigarettes out and I push it up into his fang, so I can get a fang to fang diameter here.
He he mumbles a little bit in his sleep. Oh no, Deborah, I'm not into that. Okay, fine.
What? Piece of shit.
No, thank you.
I don't have anything abject in my inventory to put into his coffin here. You piece of, get to you later. You stole my stuff. The book, not Deborah, isn't my. It's. Nobody else is around. I think I'm just talking to myself, so I'm just going to close the lid here and get out of here.
Excellent.
Ooh, all right.
Awkwardly, Bruno comes stumbling back out.
Okay,
Wow,
so
2 minutes. Fast.
Indigo, you've entered the tavern. It seems like your average kind of country tavern.
Great. I will go up to the bar. Order.
What can I do for you, traveler?
Coffee, please, and also direction.
Oh, very good. Coffee is. I have some left over from this morning. Let me just place it here. He takes a kettle and he brings it over to the fire pit to hang it to warm it up. In direction. You're lost.
Oh well, just new to the region. We're looking to get to Blackfire Pass.
Oh, why should you want to go there?
Oh,
Out to hunt some goblins, are you?
Yes. We're
like
monster
that.
hunters, you see.
Ah,
We've heard troubling rumors. Just want to make sure everything's fine. We were in the area.
well, yes. Well, you could follow the river. It gets quite narrow. It's quite small and shallow. It doesn't. I wouldn't take a boat, but if you just follow along the river to the northeast, leads up into the Black Mountains.
Great.
Pass is not difficult to find. Indeed, it is marked by a great signpost with many old goblin skulls dangling from it.
Oh.
It is that the part of the mountains is lousy with them.
Oh, that doesn't sound great.
Oh.
You must be careful.
Yes.
Be unseen or numerous.
Huh.
Unseen or numerous. Yes.
Unseen it is then.
All right. Well,
Oh,
thank you
man.
for
Damn it.
the advice.
Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Oh, here's your coffee.
Oh, thank you.
Or some rather unpleasant but hot liquid into a cup for you.
Yeah. Warmth is what I'm aiming for here.
Excellent.
Feeling very alive right now. Very much like a living person.
Excellent.
Okay, great. I will then just rejoin the group and tell them, well, it looks like Blackfire Pass is just a straight shot down the river. We can't miss it, so I've heard.
Oh,
But
well, that's
lousy
easy.
with goblins. So
Oh,
They're lousy goblins, or like they're bad at being goblins, or
lousy with goblins, it is.
it's like a lot.
lousy with goblins.
Yeah.
Expression doesn't really make sense, does it? And just not what lousy means, right?
I mean, yes, it is. That is what
it's a
lousy
phrase.
Well,
It's all
you know
over the
what?
place.
Right, but it's not what lousy means if you say it in any other way, right?
Well, is it
Like
like,
a louse.
lousy, like lice?
Like
Yeah.
a louse. Oh, so it should be
It's
lousy. I see.
In a whole other place, in a whole other age, a whole bunch of rich people said I'm lousy with money. And they had a lot of money, and they had lousy, like you could throw a rock and you have all that stuff. It was a
yeah.
it was just this
Oh,
phrase,
was it us?
lousy.
Was it future us?
It's not future us, unfortunately, not right now.
All right.
All right. So how are we getting to this pass?
Wow.
Well,
we
we
could
should
do
walk.
it invisibly.
Okay, just walk.
Or walking.
We
I
could
can walk.
do it invisibly. That
We
sounds
could do it with
wise.
giant beards. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Where are we
Oh,
going again?
sorry. I have to do one more thing. I knew this would come up. I run back into the carriage. I knew I did this for a reason. I pop
Okay.
back open Orlock's coffin, and I take out Indigo's purple beard, and I make a hilarious mustache on Orlock's face with it. There we go.
Probably just gonna.
Knew. Got that for. There we go. All right. Stupid helmet Kolb. All right, we're good.
So we're just gonna leave him here.
Yeah, I would.
Can't
prefer
walk
that.
about in the daytime.
We could leave him a note that says like, "Hey Orlock, there's probably people who would consent to have sex with you here." Love, on his friend. He's good.
Ooh.
He's good. He's fine.
Does anybody
Whatever.
have like a metal tube about like this big? It has a hole in it.
I have a gun.
Ooh,
I
You got a
gun. I mean,
staff.
it's like small, and she pulls out the whistle like this, kind of like this, but doesn't maybe like isn't that exactly? something like someone who's not very observant would take it, blow on it, and think, "Why hasn't my carriage showed up? Damn it!" Like that.
Yeah.
Buy a whistle from someone.
Do they have whistles here?
This
is a city or a town.
It's a small town, but you think a penny whistle might be a thing that can be obtained.
Let's go get one real quick.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You ask around, and you eventually find a penny whistle that you can buy, and then maybe hack the end off of, and it looks roughly the same size and shape as the.
Actually mix them up.
At least roughly the same size, but like close scrutiny is not. Like the whistle you have is pretty nice. It's made out of silver, and it's.
Yeah.
He's
like just shine stuff on real nice.
Yeah.
When I blow on it, does it make noise?
Yes, it makes a high-pitched whistling sound.
He does say.
Completely unlike the other whistle. Awesome.
Can I just stick a wad of something in it and inside it's hidden that will block it from making noise?
Give me an agility test. See if you can tinker with this thing enough to make it a reasonable facsimile of the.
18.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of cut a piece off, and you realize, there's like a little hole here, and there's this little block, a little piece of cork that's clearly intended to make the whistling. You actually just remove that, and then just air passes through it, and you're like, it's kind of, it'll pass. At least for a few moments.
Here, shove some of this purple hair up there too. That'll be funny.
What? Okay, Bruno. But only because it's you. All right. Let's get a piece of paper.
That's nice of you.
You guys have those things, right? And we say...
You have to do everything I say? Nothing. Sorry. Go on.
What?
Nothing.
And just say, party was a bust. Went to pick up dwarves elsewhere. Bye. Deborah.
Party was a bust. Went to pick up dwarves elsewhere. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And Yeffy, do you know what the word platonic means?
You know what? No. I don't know what it means. I think it's some kind of rock.
That's great. I also write, Deborah only thinks of you as a platonic friend. Love, bye, Deborah. Deborah, only think of you. There we go. Okay.
Is that letter done? Because I'm not going to proofread it because it takes way too much time.
In the note.
Yeah.
I'll only think of you.
Perfect.
All right. We'll put that on top of the coffin. We'll slip this whistle back into his pocket, and we're on our way.
Excellent. You do all these things, and you begin to just walk down the trail towards Blackfire Pass. That's the plan.
That's what Indigo wants to do.
I'm glad we took this transporting her so we could spend 2 hours just sticking around.
Yeah, right. I should have made my personal ambition get revenge on Orlock, because I'm pretty sure I nailed that one this time. A lot of purple hair he's going to have to deal with, sucker.
The hair looked good. I thought it was a statement.
Me too, but you can't convince Indigo of anything, you know. It's not Imperial, so...
True. Well, that's not the
true.
reason I don't like it.
Yeah. Mutton chops, very Imperial.
You start making your way along the river. The river seems fairly wide at this point. There's a little bit of a trail that follows along the bank. You start walking along it. Realize eventually, you have no idea how far up this trail you have to go. A couple hours pass. You're still walking along the trail, looking for this post with skulls on it, perhaps to mark Blackfire Pass. The day starts to grow long. You start to get hungry.
Oh shit, did we forget to buy any food? Oh man.
So dumb.
You sure you don't have any of that stuff? You sure?
Oh, I got some rats.
Yeah.
So Indigo and I will be fine.
You got some what?
There's some rations.
Should we go back to town and buy food?
No, we've been walking all day. Yeah, Mina can just magic some up for us.
No, I just have rations in my pack. They're kind of old, but they should still be good.
Oh, okay, that's fine. How many cloves of
Good for-
garlic?
None cloves of garlic. I have
Ooh,
7 rations. Guess I've
my
just
breath's
had-
gonna
no,
start going. I'm gonna turn here soon.
I have 1 ration. I have ration standard, whatever that is.
Yeah, you have
A single ration.
you have enough food for one person. You split it, Mina, with
How did we
Indigo
forget
and
to buy
Bruno.
food? Too stupid
It's
to
never
eat.
come up. You've never done this.
Never walked anywhere before. Yeah, this is we usually shatter the veil between life and death when we need to move about. Oh man,
You continue marching along the trail,
Can we
bickering
forward?
about who forgot to buy food, arguing over who gets what portion of Mina's one ration.
One ration.
By the time
But-
night finally comes, you find yourselves in the wilderness along a trail of an ever dwindling in size river, climbing steeply. Honestly, getting the elevation slowly growing higher and higher. The river narrowing, the trees getting thicker. And you realize it's quite cold, and you're hungry and ill prepared for a night in the wilderness.
I kind of thought it would just be right there.
I have my warm weather here, at least.
Indigo
No,
is
warm weather here.
excellent.
I have my winter clothes. Yes, okay, we have our winter clothes. Oh, thank God. All right,
So
we
we're
got
totally
something.
fine.
Well, everyone close, yeah.
That's at a happenstance, but we do have them.
Dig through your
we,
packs and
instead-
pull out your warm clothing.
Should we instead be trying to attract the goblins? Because they probably have food.
Should we attract
Please.
vicious goblins so that we can eat them?
Yeah, sounds
they
good.
have
No,
food
we
on
should
them.
turn
I'm
around,
fine with this plan.
go back
Sorry.
to town, and buy some food.
Then we'd have to walk all the way back, and we'd be twice as hungry by the time we got there.
For so
Yeah, but then
long.
we wouldn't
Yeah.
die of starvation in the wilderness.
Die of
First of
starvation
all,
in the
yeah.
wilderness.
We can go for a long
Yes,
time.
we will if we don't have food.
Mina, is
No,
that
no,
a new
what?
perfume? It smells good.
What?
Yeffy's
We should
gonna
go back
eat
to town.
all of us.
We should
No,
go back
Oh,
to
yeah,
town.
all of you?
No, she's not going to eat
No,
all
just
of
a-
us.
No, just a quarter, like a nibble, like a bite, just a little bit of a sip,
Yeffy's
just off the top.
Yeffy's
That's
not
all I
going to
have.
eat any of us. That's something
No.
a
Are
Are there
vampire
any
would do.
goblins?
That's right. And
Don't
I
call
am
them
not
the
a vampire.
goblins. What?
Yeah, she's
Don't
gotta eat
summon the
something.
goblins. We can forage. There's like berries and roots and little
Squirrels.
animals, and we can forage. And squirrels, yeah.
It's much
That's what I'm
easier
gonna
to
do.
catch than just waiting until someone falls asleep. That's true, Bruno. Very good. We should just catch some squirrels.
We
Indigo,
should
can you
get
kill something for
Ixnay
us?
on the
What?
blood drink A. Yeah, no. It's
I
cool.
didn't say
Let's
anything
go
about
hunt some
drinking
squirrels.
blood. Why would I
go-
drink blood?
I don't know. You wouldn't. Absolutely not. Right. We're
It
all
smells so
gonna
good.
wake up as full of blood as we were when we went to sleep.
Well, I certainly will.
And this is where we all die.
Standing, you realize
No.
as you've been standing here by the side of the river, arguing over who forgot to bring food and how you're going to obtain some, it's grown quite dark. Indigo, as you contemplate marching all the way back to town, you realize that it's quite dark out. The tree cover is quite heavy. You can barely see anything at all. And the idea of trying to march all the way back to town now in this darkness is almost more unappealing than the idea of waiting until morning and having to do it you realize the tree cover is blocking out the starlight and the moonlight, and so it is actually like getting very quickly really dark.
Okay, we should start a fire. That's survival.
I have an idea.
Yes, Nina.
Yes.
Is it turning us all invisible?
We still have the whistle. We'll just call the friggin'
Orlock's
horrible.
still in the carriage.
Well,
Who gives a shit? We'll
Let's
just bring the
just
carriage to
camp.
us, get in the thing.
I just did my
And
revenge
go-
on him. I'm not going to invite him back.
yeah, we just wrote that lovely
Gonna
letter.
die.
We don't
Let's
get die
just-
from not eating one day. I mean, what
Yeah.
could possibly happen?
Out.
We'll camp.
Oh,
We'll
what are you
walk back to town first thing tomorrow morning, and we'll buy a bunch of food, and then we'll stay. Why not now, Mina? Are you trying to die in the woods? Is that your goal? Is that what wizards do? Die in the woods?
Sounds delicious.
We call the creepy carriage. We call the creepy carriage. We get in the creepy carriage. We tell it to go back to town. You buy some food immediately.
We're not gonna
Maybe
go
Teleport
into
back.
the land of the dead to travel like 2 miles. It's literally aging you by years, and you just want to get back in there to avoid a mildly. We could just. Why are we not trying the
Wait, what are you
foraging
talking
thing? Let's just dig little holes
You guys all
and
I'm
find
gonna start
mushrooms.
trying to build a fire. Indigo starts trying to build a fire.
Excellent.
I have
Excellent.
a
Indigo.
lantern.
Me,
Yeah, I have a flask of
Don't we
food
have a
and a
wizard?
tinderbox.
A
So
tinderbox.
and also
Great.
the ability to cast magic missile. But you know what? Build a fire. It's fine.
You know, you all seem very
Everyone gets real
tired.
grumpy after one day of not eating.
Maybe you should just lay down for a little while. Take a little nap.
Stop it.
I'll take first
I think
watch.
stop it.
What?
Never sleep
Yep, he's
again.
gonna
You're
eat
coughing.
us.
Oh man.
okay.
Yeffy's
This
not
is
gonna
really, this
eat
is
us.
really messing with my personal ambition
Oh
to not be a
man.
vampire.
Indigo, roll me an intelligence test. Let's see if you are able to get this fire going. I just want to share this note from William in the chat that delights me to no end. Who notes if this is how the campaign ends, I'm satisfied.
God. Just arguing until we starve to death in the woods. Just steps away
Two
from our
miles
goal. Yeah,
from town.
yeah,
That
2
feels right.
miles. Bitterly refusing to go back.
And that's our show. Thanks, everyone. Been a fun
Or
game.
dead rats.
Yeah, 4.
Dead rats.
How'd you do, Indigo?
16.
16. Excellent. Indigo gathers
Oh.
some bits of kindling while the bickering continues. Gets a little bit of wood together. Borrows the tinderbox from Mina's pack. Gets a little fire crackling, starting to give a little light, a little heat, and you satisfied, Indigo, that you have done at least something to help help your little group survive the night. You sit back next to the fire, look around, and notice the little bit of firelight starts to illuminate many little spots of kind of reflected light of beady eyes circling around you, staring at you.
Put the fire
You can
out.
now
The
notice
goblins
that a
Goblins.
large group of goblins has circled your little camp.
We forgot to
See, at
either be
least.
unseen or numerous.
Humorous. Guys,
At
you
least we were quiet. Wait, oh, we
food
weren't
to
quiet.
trade?
Yeah,
No,
do you have
no,
any food?
Are any of you
Couple.
called Gutbag?
couple
Nice.
goblins
The way that he-
goad each other in towards closing in within the circle of light. You see a couple of them kind of cautiously push into the light, and you can see there's got to be at least a dozen, maybe more of them out there in the darkness, staring at you. A couple of them kind of make their way into the light, holding spears, kind of pointed defensively at you, and they say, "Homies, what are you doing,
Well,
Goblin
that's
Land?"
it.
Food. Do you have food?
Food. We
Trade.
do now.
So do
Oh, they want to eat
I.
us. Are any of you called Gutbag? He's my wizard apprentice. He might actually.
You had a wizard apprentice?
Yes. Well, it was kind of it was a whole thing, you know. Yeah. He wore a dress.
One of them looks at you, Bruno.
Indigo defenestrated him. Yeah.
Oh, how you know King Gutbag?
No. King Gutbag.
Oh.
See, I'm kind of King Gutbag's boss. I'm a very powerful wizard. We had a wizard duel, and then I defeated him, and so he became my student.
Roll me a fellowship test, Bruno.
The thing Bruno's really good at. 10.
You come. You go.
No.
They kind of start to try and herd you. You go to Goblin Village.
Nope, we're not doing that.
Maybe King Gutbag agree, or maybe you make delicious dinner. Either way, to Goblin
I'm a
Village.
pretty good cook. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll go talk to Gutbag.
This is not okay. Why is it? What? We don't go where more goblins are when there are goblins in front of us. We kill the goblins.
Look how many there are.
And then
That's Gutbag you're talking about. You almost tried to kill him once.
And then we go to sleep, Nina, and then we walk back to town and buy a bunch of food, turn invisible, and walk back. That's what we do. It'll take a few hours, but we save
Bruno
so much
packs up
time
his
by
stuff and
taking
gets
the
ready to
ghost
go with the
carriage.
goblins. All right, woo. Really thought Gutbag was dead, honestly. I really hate how common of a name in Goblin Society is Gutbag. Incidentally, is that like a John or like a Frederick Heinrich sort of thing? Or each goblin has their own unique name.
You're asking the goblins this? Have a cousin Gutbag, I guess. Not too uncommon.
Oh, that unfortunately could be a problem. Does your king wear a dress and a tiara?
No. Crown and wizard robes.
Crown and wizard robes. Yeah.
Yep. We're good.
You should be aware that we have many powerful wizards in this group, so you better watch out about
powerful wizards, yeah. That's why we're not.
See what happens. We see what King Gutbag say. You go.
Yeah.
We continue to try and.
Sure, we're all powerful wizards. Oh, the wizards die in the woods, Mina?
They're about to all die in the woods.
No, we're going to die in the Goblin Village. We're going to die in Gutbag's Goblin Village.
Is anybody physically resisting the fact that they are actively now starting to kind of surround you with spears pointed and try to herd you further up the trail?
No.
I go right with them.
You're right.
I'm so sorry, Indigo.
Indigo grumbles under his breath the entire time.
Excellent. Indigo is unhappy
Cursing
but complying.
In all of the languages he knows.
And when we get back there, there's just one less goblin.
Yeah.
Who can say why?
Yeah. Yeffy will follow Bruno and go with them, but get real close to the goblins and kind of smell them, and she'll get real close to their spears and say,
oh yeah, this is my friend Yeffy. She's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very trustworthy.
They smell a little greasy, but satisfying.
Vampire joke.
Just a little gamey, right? That's really the difference in flavor.
Like a hamburger.
You can.
Oh my god.
They herd you up the trail, which is difficult for you because they're not carrying any kind of lights. It's very dark, so you stumble occasionally, trip on rocks or roots as they're pushing you up the trail, and at some point they turn away from the river, and you find yourself following this trail deeper into the woods. And it takes another hour or two of stumbling about as they continue, and you feel like that you never really get a full sense of how many goblins are around you, but you just have this feeling like there's more and more of them, that as you progress through the woods, that the crowd around you is getting larger. And eventually,
Beginning to worry about the course of action we've taken as a group.
Oh, are you beginning to think
yeah.
of calling on
God.
these goblins? Oh.
Noting that there's a lot of goblins.
Oh,
This guy's your
get out
friend
of this
or whatever,
alive.
right? It's
Well, he's
cool.
nice.
We're
that
all
The
powerful
thing,
wizards.
yeah.
Tried to kill him.
Right. Well, I didn't try to kill him. The thing is, Indigo threw him out a window. So
Well,
maybe
he's
we
a
could all
powerful wizard.
pretend. Maybe we could all pretend that we don't actually know Indigo that well. That might be a good strategy.
I haven't
Maybe
done
he's
great.
forgotten.
I look like I went to school.
they herd you into an opening, a clearing, where there are a variety of ill-built huts. And some there are a few fires here, so you start to see a bit of light, but they seem to be mostly cook fires. Various not very appetizing looking things being cooked. Bats, squirrels, that sort of thing.
Nice.
But eventually you hear there seems to be a ruckus, a crowd of goblins near one of the huts in the center of the grouping. There's some shouts, and eventually someone you hear, King, all hail King Gutbag, and a bunch of goblins reiterate, Hail King Gutbag, and emerging from the hut, you see a familiar-looking figure comes out.
Oh, by the way,
stalks-
Nina, he worked for your boss too. I forgot, totally slipped my mind on that one. Yeah, he
I'm
also
sorry,
worked
what?
for Italka. Yeah, he also
Yeah.
used to work for Italka. That's her dress. Yeah, sorry about that. Forgot. I
You-
totally
in fact, Nina,
blew
you
my
recognize the
mind on that one. Yeah,
dress.
slipped my mind on that one. Sorry about that.
I laundered that.
That was a
For thi- That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. I don't get to meet anyone in the organization, but I could launder his dress. Don't worry, he's a wizard too. We're all wizards. This is great. This is awesome.
Gutbag approaches your group, looks you over. You see a twinkle in Gutbag's eye as he looks. Bruno, you have come at last.
I thought we'd get back to our master-apprentice relationship.
Oh, you have come for our rematch of Wizards Duel.
Oh,
my God.
shoot.
Yes, my magic
I'm
is much more powerful now.
Is it? That's funny. So is mine, actually.
Oh, good. Good. Then we shall duel at last. Now the goblins begin to shout, "Yeah, wizard duel, yeah!"
Great, yeah, no,
and they start
everybody
they kind of push away. They kind of form a circle around Bruno and Gutbag, kind of facing off against each other. Mina, Indigo, and Yeffy, you find yourselves kind of being pulled amongst some of the goblins, sort of more towards the edge of the circle as they clear out a space for Bruno and Gutbag to face off.
So,
Sure.
okay, so,
So do tell me if anybody does anything or resists in any way or wants to not let this happen.
I'm gonna eat some squirrel.
Oh man, I can really go with the squirrel. Oh, that looks good. Okay. So we're just getting right to it, huh? Gutbag, old buddy.
Mm.
Yeah. How much more powerful would you say your magic has become?
Gutbag reaches to his belt, where you can see protruding a slender wooden stick, which he yanks from his belt to point at you, Bruno. Do you do anything, Bruno?
Yes. Well, my magic has actually gotten more powerful because I didn't have any last time, so I just cast Charm Person on him.
Will you roll me initiative first, Bruno?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
shoot.
3.
Oh, excellent. Gutbag's a little faster, pulls out the wand and points points it at you. Shouts some kind of strange words, and fire erupts from the point of the wand.
Oh, didn't expect that.
Bruno, make me an agility save, please.
15.
Okay, you dodge to the side. You're only going to take half damage. So you take four wounds as you dodge to the side and are singed.
Ow.
What did you do?
Ow. Okay. So last time Gutbag also couldn't cast any magic, so I see we're actually on equally similar grounds. All right, try person again. Well, let's try it. Oh man. That would be a 4 on the D6,
Hey.
right?
Yes, which I believe is enough. So let me make Gutbag save here. All right. Gutbag. It looks gleeful. You can see the light of the fire illuminating, playing across Gutbag's face as he looks gleeful to have finally gotten Bruno exactly where he wants him. Bruno, strangely, speaks some strange-sounding words that sound almost like a different language. That I don't know if any of you have witnessed Bruno do this before.
I don't think Bruno knows he can do it.
Suddenly, Gutbag's face just goes completely slack, and Gutbag stares kind of hazily at Bruno and kind of stands there, and his arms kind of flop to his sides, and he looks woozy, like he might tip over.
Bruno actually a wizard?
Yeah, kind of.
And then I will just walk up to Gutbag and whisper in his ear, "Surrender."
I surrender.
Oh!
Gutbag raises his hands into the air and drops the wand to the ground.
Woo! I pick up the wand, but I really milk it. Yeah!
There is just absolute silence from the crowd of goblins watching. They look.
Oh, crowd's not into it.
And then there's a moment of just shock, and then pandemonium breaks up. Many of the goblins just start running in random directions. A couple of them rush over to you, Bruno, and go, King, this guy.
Oh,
King.
Him.
New King.
Yeah, let's go with that for now.
Name's Bruno.
All right, we'll go
what
with
is everyone
Bruno.
else doing?
Squirrel.
I just stunned.
Just stunned, standing there stunned, or not caring. Yeffy, do anything?
They're all cheering on Bruno as their king. Is no, what's happening?
A
Sorry.
very small group of we lost you there for a second.
Yeah.
A very small group but it seems the pandemonium. It seems like the goblins know that something not right has happened, and many of them are fleeing in different directions. Some of them are bickering and arguing. Some of them have joined over towards where Bruno and Gutbag stand and are hailing King. What's his name? This seems to be what they're saying.
Yeah, I'll get in on the hail the king. What's his name? And I'll start a rally and a woo. That's right. And I'll try to make myself more goblin-like. And she's getting in there and go like, yeah, passing me around. Party time. New king. What's his name? Cheering. He's the most powerful wizard. What's his name?
You soon find that for an area that used to contain a lot of goblins, that there's only like a handful left. So there's about 6 goblins kind of cheering with Yeffy and Bruno. Ooh, okay. And eventually they figure out that his name is Bruno. And they're cheering King Bruno. Gutbag continues to just stand there kind of misty-eyed, just King Bruno?
Yes, good job, Gutbag. Well, boy, not a lot of loyalty, huh? That sure dispersed pretty quickly.
Great job.
Oh, was it a great job where I won the wizard duel?
Yes, isn't
I
your
have the
reward
wand,
something
yes.
like? Yeah, good job.
Yeah, I've been waving
All right.
the wand carelessly around this whole
Woo!
time.
Right?
I'm
So-
still really hungry.
Oh, yeah, loyal subjects. How many we got? How many loyal
About
subjects
6.
we got? Go back. we got 5 other goblins. So, what other goblins? What are the chances your friends? Well, actually, I'm sorry, your treacherous enemies come back to, I don't know, attack us and sort of take over this camp?
50-50?
Flip of the coin. That's not so bad. Great. Well,
I mean,
sounds like
either they come back to attack or they don't. Right? So 50-50.
oh dear, man. All
Yep.
right. Oh, Gutbag, how have you been putting up with this the whole time?
So we should go, and one of your loyal subjects should go in the back with Yeffy and then not return, and then we should all go.
Hi,
Oh.
friend. I put my arm around one.
Yeah.
How you doing? Let's
Great.
celebrate.
And, right. And what's your name? What's your name, Goblin?
Party, big
Uh,
party.
Oh, let's
Okay.
humanize him first. Sure.
Yeah. Yep. Gotta have a name.
I didn't hear his name. It's okay.
His name is Bob. He's got 3 kids. Fine. Whatever.
Cool. It's cool. I had cousins who used to name chickens. It's all good.
Okay, that's totally fine. You, whatever your name is, Goblin, you go into that tent with my friend Yeffy, and she wants to talk to you about something.
Oh, what?
Very important.
I-
Manan cookies. Let me say, it's very important for the whole
cookies?
troop.
I
Yeah,
have a
cookies.
name.
I'm sure it's like
I'm
Mars.
skinny.
And you're
Skinny?
skinny.
Skinned knee.
Skinny.
Skinny. Oh, so
Yeah,
he's gonna be
like-
big neck. Yep. All right.
Great.
So Yeffy and
Okay.
Big Neck can go into that tent over there. Gutbag, how about you round up a bunch of food? Because we're all really hungry, and then maybe you can all tell us how we get to Blackfire Pass.
Round food. Gutbag, get round food.
No.
No.
Obtain food of any
Gutbag.
shape. Get food.
Gutbag, get round food. Yes.
All right.
Gutbag
Round
starts
is fine.
just stumbling around trying to find round
Thank you,
food.
Gutbag.
Mm.
Cheese.
And,
maybe.
the-
I don't know.
The rest of you maybe point out we're trying to get to Blackfire Pass, and it's important because we're going to conquer territory for, now Bruno's Goblins. That's your new name. You're all Bruno's Goblins. That's the name of our group. Are we all good with that? Seeing a lot of blank faces.
Okay. Bruno, yes.
Bruno's got
we,
it. Great,
Blackfire
okay.
Pass. We know where Blackfire Pass is. We can show you. Yes.
No,
Yes.
you can just tell us.
Oh, just tell you.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
I
that
don't
way.
want to make you.
You know what? 2 of you can
That
come
way.
with us and show us. 2 of you can come with us to show us. It's like
That's a good idea. Yep.
breakfast and lunch. So, because it's great to have a guide. All
It
right,
is good to have
Skinny,
guides,
let's
yep.
come with me, okay, buddy? Let's go over here. I'll teach you how to.
Yeffy leads one
play
of the
cards.
goblins to one of the one of the huts. Meanwhile, Gutbag begins to gather whatever food he can find for you, which there's a fair amount because it was a large group of goblins living here until very
nice.
recently.
See, Indigo,
it's
Mr.
not-
Let's Walk Back to Town. Food
talk to
made
me.
itself available to us.
Don't
Yep.
speak
Yeah.
to me. Don't give me any ideas. I want to hear no plans. I'm gonna eat this thing on a stick.
Yeah,
And-
enjoy your meat on a stick provided by Bruno's loyal subjects. Mina,
Excellent.
you can have this wand that I obtained because honestly, I don't think I know how to use it, and I'm going to say pretty lucky back there. Yep. I really,
Yep.
when I saw that fireball
your
coming at me, woo! Really thought
Once again,
that was
you
going to
used
be
your
it.
magic that you do have, but okay.
Gutbag and I had a wizard duel previously, and I beat him in sort of the same way. It's all kind of tricks. Yeah, he's not really, it's a goblin, not super bright. So,
Great.
Right,
I'll put that next
great.
to my wand of thunder that has murdered many of us before.
Well, be more careful with this one.
Okay.
And then breakfast and lunch here can lead us to Blackfire Pass.
Great.
All
All
right, so
around
you gather up all the food. Yeffy has a snack. You.
I'm not a monster.
You take two of the goblins and you start heading up the trail.
First, I have a
one-on-one
one-on-one with Gutbag. First, I give a little instruction to Gutbag. Now, Gutbag, I know I did beat you there, but I am, your wizard mentor, so it only makes sense. I'm going to leave you in charge of Bruno's goblins here. So in the morning, I think you're going to feel a lot better. Don't seek revenge or think about this again, but you are in charge of Bruno's goblins now, minus breakfast and lunch here.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Gutbag in charge.
Gutbag in charge.
Yes.
There you go. Very good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Great. All right. Nice seeing you again,
Yes.
Gutbag. Glad we didn't have to throw you out a window this time. Indigo. Yeah.
Should
I'll do it
this
again.
guy be dinner, maybe?
We
That's
got
what I
breakfast
said.
and lunch, and then we've got a
Push him
lot
out a
of
window.
squirrel.
Great. Okay, we can leave the wizard goblin here, who hates
You're
us.
you're
Not
able to
really
you're
a
able to
wizard, Yeah.
you're able to fill your packs with food, and you take off. You take a couple goblins with you, and they start leading you up the trail.
At no point does Bruno stop pestering Indigo about this.
Excellent.
I think this really worked out.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Excellent.
sure that was the best thing that could have happened.
You make your way up the trail. It's dark. It's late at night. You're tired. You definitely, at first, you feel pretty strongly compelled to keep going. Just get yourself away from that whole situation. Feels good. But eventually, you start to drag. You're all getting fairly tired. Do you march through the night?
Oh,
I think we should stop if we can.
We'll have breakfast and lunch are going to hang around if we stop.
I can
Sure
stay
they
up
will.
with them.
We'll keep watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Breakfast and lunch. We're gonna stop here and have a little rest.
You
two hang out.
start to feel a little trepidatious about what exactly is going on. But you stop after an hour or two. You stop growing tired. You make a quick camp. Mina and Indigo especially are dragging, feeling really tired. Bruno, you realize you're getting quite tired as well, and you stop and you rest.
This is the stupidest plan. I cannot believe this worked out.
And eventually, though uncomfortably, each of you in turn falls asleep, leaving Yeffy and the two goblins to watch over you over the course of the night, or what remains of it. Max, remind us what the duration of Charm Person is.
Yeah, that's a good question. It's certainly not on my character sheet, so...
Okay. Excellent.
I have a book of spells somewhere. Hang on.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you. Since you don't have it in front of you. The answer is 1 day. 1 day.
Well, I told Gutbag not to seek revenge or anything, so...
The next morning, the morning eventually comes. You find yourselves stiff from having slept on the ground amongst the roots and rocks. Yeffy looks content, though. The goblins aren't anywhere to be found for some reason.
They ran away. It was super sad. I don't think they trusted us. I'm kind of getting sleepy. The sun's coming up.
Yep. Yep.
Jeffy, you can't eat all your food at once. You gotta know
What?
that.
Oh, it was
What?
breakfast and lunch.
Yeah. Well, this is
You
great.
sacked that.
So we're kind of on alternate sleep schedules now, huh?
I mean, I could try and
Let's
muster through, but I think noon's gonna happen, and I'm gonna pass out.
Oh, but just hop into Indigo's bag and sleep in there. It's classic.
The classic
All right.
backpack full of Yeffy.
Indigo, of course,
crawl in
would be starving in the woods right now if it weren't for me, so I think he'll do you this favor.
I think I'd be walking back to town, but, whatever.
Killed by goblins, starving in the woods.
If you wanted to walk back for town now, you could. Nothing's stopping you.
Oh, yeah.
Except for the fact
After
that
we're
we're going to
real
solve all of our
lost.
problems.
And I'm in your backpack.
Oh. Yeah, it is. The goblins probably are going to be a problem again because, I did kind of leave Gutbag in charge, and I'm not sure he's really going to be loyal since, I sort of beat him in that wizard duel again. He's got to be pretty annoyed. Stole his wand. Yeah, maybe we should
We
hustle.
all want to be invisible.
Maybe now's the time for that.
Who wants to be invisible? And you think,
Can I request invisible and not hairy or whatever other bad things have happened to me?
you can request
Flesh.
whatever you want.
Question: if Indigo is wearing me at the time, is that like a 2-for-1 deal?
No,
Can we all get an Indigo's
I would-
backpack?
no, you do
I
not
would
count
have
as
to be
equipment.
invisible. Yeah.
But does the equipment that he's holding me in become invisible?
Yes, I would say yes.
So
You just have a
you would be
floating
invisible,
Yeffy.
I think. Oh.
Do you want to perform
All right.
the experiment, Mina? You can.
Let's
you can
find
do
out. Indigo, let's,
Oh my
let's hit
god.
it. Let's hit it, Indigo. Get in the backpack. All right, that's a 5 and a 6. Perfect
Excellent.
shot.
Indigo vanishes from sight. His backpack and all his gear turned, and you just see a curled up, sleeping, floating Yeffy.
Oh, cute.
Oh,
All right, let me.
oh, she's still got a little
Take care
goblin
of that.
blood on her mouth.
That's not cute, Bruno. It's not. All right, let me take care of that small problem for us. Oh my God, a 6 and a 6, even better than last time.
Wow,
Perfect.
nice.
Wow.
You're feeling very,
Yeffy.
very powerful today, Nina. The winds of magic are
Like,
strong
so
here
good.
in the World's
Yeah,
Edge Mountains.
Great. Oh, no problems here, Bruno. You ready?
Let me just say goodbye to my smallest possessions. All right, let's do this.
I only did that at once. I'm feeling really good this morning.
Double
That's
one.
a 1 and a 5. 1 to 5. I
Never go
am
last. Never go last. Damn. Damn. King of the
You
Goblins.
do turn
This.
invisible, right? It does work.
It does work.
does
It does work.
All
It
right,
does
all
work.
right.
It does work, but all of the foliage about a 5-foot circle around where Bruno was standing immediately browns and dies, and there's now a scorch mark, a 5-foot radius scorch mark in the ground where Bruno was standing.
Just
Looks
move.
like
Just
very
That
intentional.
didn't affect
Something.
me
A
directly.
meteorite or something must have struck here, or something, some fire blast happened. That's what it looks like.
Okay, it's not like anyone's looking for you.
yeah, just keep walking. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll do me. This will be good. No worries. No worries. 3 and a 6. Success on myself. So full success across the board. Let's go.
Great. Great. Yep. Oh, man.
No one can see me doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. Indigo and his invisible men.
It's also, I forgot how hard it is to walk in a group when everybody's invisible, too.
You continue traveling along the path that was pointed out to you. you have enough gear and equipment now, and rations of not the best food, but edible food stolen from the goblin camp, that you feel reasonably well equipped. But you're on the march for a couple of days. About 2 days in,
What?
you find that post
shit.
with the strange goblin skulls on it that clearly marks the entrance to Blackfire Pass. And you can see you're climbing, you're getting up into the mountains at this point. The pass clearly a way to get through them, a way to get from one side of the World's Edge Mountains to the other.
Damn. Well, I'm glad we found some food. This was not the half day's walk I expected.
Yeah, we really misinterpreted that map. Really
Yeah,
bad.
well, it was drawn on a napkin, so...
It was a pretty rough map. Yeah. You continue pushing along the Blackfire Pass invisibly. Invisibility lasts a week, according to my notes here.
Sure does.
But you find it is arduous going, and it is the pass, though the traversable, is rocky and narrow at times. You feel somewhat relieved by being invisible that you're not worried about whatever predators might live in this area. But everybody roll me a toughness test, please.
Oh, good. Very tough.
12.
Oh my god, I'm very tough. That's a 16. Wow.
I rolled a 1 again. What is with me and my once?
Damn. I got
Because
a
I'm in the
19.
backpack.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Came in.
Yeah.
So,
You're sleeping the whole time.
Yessie, you definitely find that the trip is quite arduous, and you spend more and more of your time in Indigo's backpack. You start to just take to that area, and you curl up, and you have dreams of being in a nice warm cave, hanging upside down with your brethren, all crowded around you for warmth. But you wake to find disappointingly that you are still in Indigo's backpack. At one point, you occasionally see a little mountain goat moving about, climbing the rocks. And at another point, you find the remains of a mountain goat amongst some very large footprints that you would guess must belong to perhaps ogres or trolls or something of that sort.
Shit. I don't know that we're competent enough for this part of the quest.
Yeah. We should have died 5 minutes in.
Yeah.
Eventually, before the invisibility wears off, but starting to get to that point where you're a little worried, as you're traversing through this along this narrow pass, and it's quite cold. But fortunately, all of you have did bring your cold weather gear, so you seem to be doing all right.
Yep.
Eventually, you come to a spot where there are these two tall pieces of stone, like pillars, about 15 feet tall. One of them stands upright. The other one is kind of tipped over and is leaning against some rocks that are there. But they definitely look not quite natural.
This is it. This is the carved stones.
Yeah.
Are these the rocks?
I guess. Is there
Can we
anything
pass?
between them?
Pulling out the map and looking at it, indeed, you can see there. I mean, it does look like you could walk between them. It doesn't look like much of a trail, and Blackfire Pass hasn't been a huge, open, easy roadway or anything like that. And this looks even rougher, but it does look traversable. You think it could be an old trail, like an old disused trail going in that direction.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
It says this path easiest. So
What?
Well, look, we're mere steps away from our quest here.
if this map is accurate in length of time to walk, that path looks about as long as the path that we've been walking for the last week.
Yep.
That's a good point.
All right.
Well, we still
do it.
got plenty of preserved rat. Tasty day-old goblin rat.
The old goblin rat. We could always call the hearse. So
Where are we going to tell her to go? The secret shrine where Sigmar possessed with the hammer?
Yeah.
Tonya,
Take us
tell her to
there.
go to Bretonia.
Tony, why? We have to go get a hammer. Right? That's why we're
Yeah,
here,
tell
to get the
her to
hammer.
Yeah.
Just take us to the hammer. Then we'll be like, why do we even bother with those goblins?
It's definitely not gonna work.
Uh,
We should squeeze through these stones.
let's keep going, friends.
Oh, we're friends now.
It's good that we're still friends.
Weren't we always friends?
Yeah. We were
Yeah, sure,
always
for sure.
friends.
No, we're friends.
Platonic. Platonic rock friends.
Platonic.
Some of us
Yeah.
are close. Some of us are closer than that. I can't see anyone right now, but I'd imagine if I could, some of us would be feeling the same way.
I just
And
start
Indigo.
walking through the stones.
Indigo's
Yeah,
not so
me
mad
too.
about the
Oh.
constant rubbing in I've been doing of how I saved us all with that goblin maneuver.
Nope, definitely not.
Oh, Indigo's really far away now. All right, let's hurry. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be the house of in every pair of rocks for the past week. Like, is this? Do we think this is the pair of rocks? Oh, this
Great.
is such fun.
All right, so you're pressing on, I assume. Past
Yeah,
the
we're
rocks,
going through the blocks.
up the narrow trail. Very good. Very good. You press on. Eventually, this, as mentioned, this trail is even harder. And if Mina's conjecture is correct that this is as much distance as the last leg, you worry it's going to take even longer for how difficult it is, because it picks its way amongst some fairly treacherous terrain. Eventually, Mina's invisibility spell wears off.
I can cast it again.
Oh, hello everyone.
I.
Hi.
Well, we all
You-
look terrible. I
We're
assume.
okay.
Okay.
Probably alright. Yeah.
Yeah.
Indigo
So
thinks we're
you're
alright.
gonna remain visible.
Yeah,
But,
nice
yeah.
to see myself.
Okay.
We don't want to get lost on this trail or separated.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay. You press on. Several more days pass as you continue along this difficult trail.
Oh my gosh.
Several more days
Jesus
pass
Christ.
without sign of anything, and you begin to despair that is this even really going anywhere? Are you just climbing mountains for no good reason? Is this were those the right stones? Were those the carven stones? You're unsure until finally about 5 days passed when you passed those stones.
Oh man.
You see the trail seems to be giving out, almost as if you're just now in pure wilderness, and you're looking around, but you can see along an especially steep chunk of rocks, you notice that it looks almost like they're layered on top of each other, like steps, steps leading up. And you look, and it's really kind of borderline whether it's just rocks stacked in that way or actual purpose-built steps, but they seem to lead up to a cave entrance high up on the side of this mountain, and just above the peak of that entrance into the cave, you can see scratched onto the rock a kind of a circle with a trailing wispiness, two trailing wispy lines leading off of it.
That's a comet! That's a comet. That one really is
Oh
a
shit!
comet.
It's actually
I'm pretty
here.
Sure.
Oh, thank
Wow.
goodness.
Holy shit.
Wow.
These are really
How many?
poorly constructed stairs. I just want you to know these are definitely human stairs and not dwarven stairs. If you look at how sloppily this workmanship is, it's crap.
Well,
Oh, look,
with
a
the 5
comet.
days eating rats, I don't know if now's the time to start the stair hassling.
Should we be invisible for this bit? Do we think?
Fine.
The bit where
Indian-
Indigo goes and picks up his holy hammer, and we all are set for life.
Yeah.
Do that then.
Wait.
Set for life. Set for life. Come on, Indigo. Set for life. Up the stairs.
Yeah,
Wait,
set for life.
Hold on. Before we
Yeah.
do that, does it seem like anyone else has been here recently at all? Like Osmeyer, the person we were chasing.
That's a good question.
You're looking around, Mina, for signs of human or some kind of passage of something other than yourselves. Roll me intelligence test.
Oh, great. You think I'd be good at this, but not really. That's a 10.
You don't see anything. You find
can I-
some.
You just use your
Can I
tracking
check
skill.
with my follow trail skill?
You can.
That's a 24.
Oh, wow.
Set.
You find
for life. Set.
only evidence of a few small hoof prints from perhaps one of those little goats you saw earlier.
All right,
Centaurs.
the only ones here. Up we go.
Set for life. Set,
Yeah, set for life.
Life.
Step.
For. Tough to do a conjoined or a unison chant over a stream. That's really got a good bandwidth for that. Yeah.
Well done. The stairs are fairly narrow. It seems like you should probably go single file. Who goes
Human
first?
stairs.
I'll go
Well, I'm
first.
not going first.
Excellent. Indigo climbs first. Do the rest of you wait to see what happens, or do you follow immediately behind him?
Definitely.
I'm in his
Behind
backpack.
Yes, you're in his backpack.
Yes, excellent.
I'm
I
behind
love
him.
to stand behind Indigo. It's my number one favorite location.
So we're all following our guides. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, we're all following along. Sorry, and Mino is right behind Indigo, and Bruno in the back. Is that right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, great.
I don't know
Indigo,
why you'd
you
ask
reach-
a question like that.
Yeah, weird question.
Indigo, you reach the
Won't
top of
matter.
the stairs.
That's the order in which we'll be blessed by Sigmar. So.
Oh my
man.
god. Let Paul tell us
You
what's
can
problem.
see this cave entrance before you. The scratching above, which you assume is meant to look like Sigmar's twin-tailed comet. And you can see the stairs just seem to peak at the entrance of the cave and then descend back down on the other side. You enter into the cave. You think you can almost see a slight glow, a little bit of light, perhaps, from...
Go into the cave, Paul.
Excellent. Roll me willpower test, please.
For life.
Oh,
Ah, thank goodness we're finally in the dark.
Okay. You feel a slight, almost resistance, like you're walking into water, right? Almost, and just for a moment as you kind of pass through the entrance of the cave, but it passes quickly, and then you find yourself descending the steps on the other side, and just get this up here. The interior of the cave looks something like this
Boxes.
as you pass in.
You're full
You
in
see a
a rock.
large open cave. On your right, a little pool, stack of boxes. Cave pushes further in. All of the cave seems to be illuminated with a faint, kind of pearly white glow. You're not sure coming exactly from where, but there's definitely a small fire pit in the back that is casting the traditional orangey flickering light as well.
I thought we were the only ones here.
Indigo, you take a few steps downward into the cave. Yeffy, still in your backpack. Yeffy, roll me willpower test, please.
Ooh, actually rolled pretty well, so it's a 17.
Okay, you
Here's
are
my
if you were perhaps dozing for a moment, but you get kind of shaken awake as you feel this weird sensation, this like pressure on you, like you just like fell in water or something. You have a dream of like falling into water, and you wake up, realize you're still in Indigo's backpack. You kind of lift the flap and poke your head out just in time to see Mina standing at the cave entrance. Mina, are you pressing into the cave? You're following Indigo down the steps. Roll me a willpower test, please.
Great. That would be a 4 ball.
Okay. You feel this strange resistance likewise, and it pushes you back for a moment, and you're startled, and you look down again. You see Indigo's definitely made his way through. So you press again, and you feel this strange resistance again, like you're pushing into a wall of water, and you make your way through it. And there's this sparkling, kind of tingling sensation all on your skin, and this sparkle of lights that kind of appear and quickly disappear all around Mina as Mina kind of finally pushes through and comes stumbling down the steps towards Indigo. Bruno, you reach the peak of the steps and see this happen. You see the lights spark around Mina for just a moment and then quickly vanish away.
Okay. Okay, I walk in. Put my hands in front of me. Walk in.
Give me a willpower test. Give me a willpower test, Bruno.
Style. Ooh, 19.
Okay.
Oh,
You also feel this strange resistance, but you push through it fairly quickly. You come down the steps. Indigo is now in the main part of the cavern with the pool just on his right. As he comes in, you can see there's a large open cavern, pool on your right, so this big pile of boxes, and the cave presses on, continues on further deeper back towards this strange fire pit.
Okay.
And I see it's 10 o'clock, so we're gonna stop there.
Oh.
What?
Ooh. What a hanger.
Right. Set.
Excellent. Well, there you go. Exciting times. Wow, a lot happened in this episode. My notes are long. I'm going to have a lot to say.
Seriously.
In the recap next week.
Nice.
Yeah, well done. Thank you, everybody, for joining us in tonight's exciting episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week on 10 Dead Rats. Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody.